Mr. Krauseneck.
Hello. My name is Andrew Krauseneck. I founded Albatross Indoor Golf Club in 2012, and I still own and operate it today. I don't operate the business often 12 hours plus a day, 7 days a week for about 8 months a year, just because I'm making an industry-approved internal rate of return. If people saw my books, they'd maybe think I'm crazy, but I think I'm fortunate. I make enough, and I get to do something that I'm passionate about and enjoy still nearly 15 years later. Also, why in 2019, I presented UND with a concept to take over the vacant driving range space after they were reopening the course without the range. It was essentially what UND and the developers are now presenting, but mine was on a smaller, more sustainable scale. I never dreamed of a 20-year tax incentive. I felt I could be profitable, but it was a combination of profit and passion. Entertainment and hospitality businesses aren't just about rate of return, we're also about passion. You are giving due weight to a but-for analysis that simply says this Ray Richards project is not financially viable with a $12 million tax break. But you're not giving me due weight when I tell you this would be to my substantial detriment as a direct competitor for the 14 indoor golf simulators they will have in this facility. Any indoor golf simulators in this facility will compete directly with my core business, golf simulator rental. Sure, the outdoor gamified hitting bays are different, but those will still cannibalize a portion of my business. Contrary to what some of you have said, there is a great deal of overlap in clientele. I do bring my own clubs to Top Golf and Sweet Shots, and I have many customers who come to Albatross without clubs. First-time golfers or simply entertainment seekers, like Top Tracer facilities attract. Tons of overlap in clientele. But again, I'm talking specifically about this facility's stated use of indoor golf simulators. It will cripple my business, and unfairly if you approve this tax incentive. I know this specific market better than anyone in this room. If that but-for analysis had been done in 2012 when I was looking for bank financing to start my business, it would have told multiple banks that my project was unbankable. And that's why multiple banks told me no. I kept going, and shout out to Bank Forward, they said yes. And they had their small business loan paid back in full. This is how business works, how entrepreneurship works. It should not work by having a golf entertainment complex receive a 20-year tax break, especially when an existing business already offers the product or service. Ask Mr. Gosted, all of you, what exactly your duty is when giving me due weight. What do you need to do when it comes to not giving this project an unfair advantage over me, an existing business, to my substantial detriment? There's no way that you simply listening to me for 3 minutes fulfills this statute. I'm not against the project. I'm not against growth. I'm not against competition. I'm certainly not against the golf course surviving. In fact, I'd like to see it survive if it's done so fairly and responsibly. What I am against is unfair incentivized competition, picking of winners and losers, which is exactly what you'd be doing if you say yes to this. Please say no and protect the integrity of competition as laid out by Century Code. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Krauseneck.
And 5.15, University of North Dakota Ray Richards Golf Course Development Project, Activate RRGC LLC.
All right, any comments or motions?
I move approval.
Got a motion to approve from Ms. Berg. Do we have a second? Second from Mr. Friedolfs. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-2 with Salentiny and Osowski dissenting. All right, move on to item 6, information items.
6.1, changes in cash balance as of May
Kelsey
3rd.
Dodd.
All right, Ms. Dodd. Same thing. We'll have the timers up on the side there for you.
Sounds good.
All
Perfect.
right.
Hi, everyone. I am here this evening to point out some of the logical fallacies we used in discussion as they relate to the Ray Richards Golf Course Development Pilot Request. A logical fallacy, by definition, is an error in reasoning that renders an argument invalid, flawed, or deceptive. And whether it is intentional or not, I believe that UND has been using fear and misleading information during their presentations of this project. Number one would be a false dichotomy, pretending only two choices exist. UND and developers say we need to support this project exactly as it is laid out, or we lose the course. Number two would be appeal to fear, using scary hypotheticals instead of evidence to shut down a conversation. Mr. Armacost has said on multiple occasions that we just don't know what will happen if this project doesn't come to fruition. The community could lose the golf course and all of the green space could be completely redeveloped. Number three, base rate neglect, citing a raw number without comparing it to the overall numbers or rates, making it sound scarier than it is. One of the main talking points is that the university is losing $500K annually. What they choose to leave out is the reasoning for this current $500K annual loss, and perhaps the most important information, that the course was close to break even annually prior to the course closing in 2016. Full financial history would paint a clearer picture. My goal in pointing all of this out is that there isn't great evidence that supports subsidizing this private, for-profit business. Even if we agree with Mr. Gosted that primary sector certification doesn't need to be a qualifier, we can all agree that ND Century Code clearly states that an unfair advantage shall not be given to new or expanded enterprises, which is to the substantial detriment of existing enterprises. Giving this project a 20-year 90% pilot explicitly goes against that. UND is fear-mongering, and it is disappointing to see. There are other solutions out there worth exploring. Could UND find a way to partner with the Park District? The Park District runs Lincoln Golf Course, which is 9 holes, has no driving range, and a very limited drink and food options, yet isn't even close to a $500K loss annually. Could UND collaborate with other universities and colleges with turf management programs such as Crookston or NDSU to allow students to get real-world experience while cutting costs for course maintenance? Perhaps UND's Nistler College of Business could get the same hands-on experience running course operations. Much like the city feels that a housing committee can discuss and find solutions to our local housing issues, perhaps UND needs to take note and form a committee to find a solution that works for community members, business owners, and the university. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Dodd.